I've been waiting for ages for like the vents to quiet down here, and it finally has happened. But today is review day, and we're going to be talking about Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. For me, Furthermore has the same general feel as The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Kat Valente. It's kind of a whimsical play on Alice in Wonderland with all sorts of fairy tale tropes mixed in. Alice, the main character in this one, is one of those characters who's just very frustrated with herself and with the people around her. She wants to be more than what she thinks she is, but she's kind of in denial about some of the stuff that makes her great. And she's having to deal with trusting people, being friends with someone who she doesn't think she should or can be friends with. Alice lives in a fantasy land. The people in her world are filled with color, and the more colorful you are, the more magical you are. Their relationship with the land and the color of earth kind of spurs on their magic further. Unfortunately for Alice, she has no pigmentation at all, is just completely blank. And this has left her as a kid feeling really out of place and being teased and all sorts of stuff like that. And when a former schoolmate who was a big bully of hers comes and talks to her one day, she wants to just shut the door in this kid's face, but he says he knows where her father is, and Alice's father has been missing for 3 years. So 12-year-old Alice and her newfound companion go into a portal land. They go from one magical realm into another magical realm and are trying to be on this heroic mission, which could mean saving the world as they know it. The land that they go through is called Furthermore, hence the name of the book. And Alice and her friend are now kind of stuck trying to figure out what exactly they're in for. Furthermore is extremely tricky. Nothing is as it seems, and everything is out to get them. They have to deal with low-level bureaucracy and zombie ladies and Stepford wives and basically all sorts of fun, whimsical kind of creatures. They soon find out that Alice's father is stuck in Furthermore in prison, and they have to go save him. I have found this book to be actually very enjoyable. For me, it felt very reminiscent of The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making, right? It's got that really whimsical feel. It's a lot of fairy tale story retelling feels and Alice in Wonderland hints, things like that, that you just kind of have to love about a portal fantasy that's self-aware, that recognizes that it's a portal fantasy and you can do those fun things all on its own. Alice is stubborn and a little full of herself and not very trusting. She's concerned that Alice isn't sure if she wants to believe this kid, Oliver, who says that he knows where her father is. And she's a little scared of what she's gonna find when she finds her father. There's a real sense of loneliness about her that I think is really poignant. And when she comes across this kid, Oliver, he seems like he's got it all. She realizes he's pretty clever, he's got magic on his side, his family's got money, which Alice's family is super broke. And he seems to have this ability to like know things that Alice desperately wants to know. But she learns very quickly also that this is not all it's cracked up to be. Her companion Oliver is kind of a brat, you know, as most 12-year-olds are. He kind of matches Alice in brattiness for brattiness, so to speak. There are times where as an adult it was really hard to like them. But at the same time, I know how fun this is, and even reading it, I could see myself at 10 thinking that this was just a fantastic book. This is much more clearly a middle grade kids book than the Kat Valente Fairyland stories. So while it appeals to me as an adult, it's lacking in the kind of subtle adult humor that is very clearly present in the Fairyland books. This is much more of a pure middle grade to me. And I think that that's an advantage. I think if I were a kid and just smart enough to know, I would recognize that there was humor in the Fairyland books that just would never make sense to me. Whereas Furthermore is very clearly going for that target audience. There's like no end of twists in this book, and no end of super fun plot points. The characters go to lands where there is no light and where bureaucracy tells them that they need a visa, and where there are Stepford wives, essentially. I think what I liked most about Furthermore was just that it was really nostalgic. It hits those tones for me that I know I would have liked as a small child. And that always makes me want to share it with like the children in my life. Like, oh, you would love this. This is the kind of thing I would have loved as a kid. So let me know if you've read Furthermore and leave a comment down below about what you thought of it. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. It has kind of a fun magic system. You know the drill. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.